well, not the last question. Well, the last question before we wrap up. Can you suggest one thing you would encourage institutions of higher education to implement into curriculums that would be helpful for leadership and medical careers?
Start again. Especially in my field, we seem to be focusing more on a shift to a telehealth or in-home care, encouraging care at home before you have to come to the ER, solve the problem before you have to come in. So possibly a more up-to-date technologies course where you know how to troubleshoot basic computer problems, the best ways to log in at home. Especially me, I know I'm a newer grad compared to you lovely folks. However, there's still a gap in my knowledge about the best ways to implement computer technologies at home.
I think that's a great point because our ERs and hospitals can get so over flooded, especially during COVID time. We couldn't even take care of our regular, you know, patient influx because of COVID. So I think that's a great tool that we should focus on.
Mhm. Yeah, great way to think ahead. I really like that you did this seminar on Medicare versus Medicaid. I could have used, I can use some more formal education, not just on that, but the insurance system all together, perhaps as a part of like a health policy class, because we nurses do the things that people get billed for, but we're totally removed from the process. And, a lot of times patients ask us questions, and I'm lacking in my education I can provide because I'm not, I need to educate myself on it some more.
I mean, even like how much like Tylenol costs in the
Right.
hospital,
I have no
like
idea.
versus you just buying it, is such a big difference. And so I think if we knew this information, we'd at least be more understanding of the hesitancy of patient care or patients wanting to seek specific care, and at least we could have like a more honest and informative conversation with them about
And this kind of jumps back to the conversation we just had about what we could implement, but just full price transparency for the cost of services. Why do we have to wait until that bill comes to see how much an EKG costs? Why can't that be something that is posted up front? That way, patients can be more autonomous in what they want to do. They can help decide.
Mm. This reminds me of there's another organization called ANA Ohio, American Nurse Association Ohio, and they're doing a policy hackathon this month, which I'm not able to attend, but I hope that they're having very similar conversations there.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely important conversations. And also it's how long has insurance been around, and there's been so many difficulties with it. And even bills, you receive a hospital bill and then you ask for an itemized like itemization or of the bill, and then it comes back cheaper. And it's like, okay, so I
Yeah.
don't what changed. So I think there definitely needs to be, I don't know, there's this like looming secrecy, I feel like, about payments in healthcare, and then it's upfront and at your service at once you've already gotten the service done. But beforehand, it takes forever to reach insurance companies on the phone. And also I understand that there are like shortages in insurance companies as well, but it's definitely that definitely adds like a lot of a mental and physical toll on patients as well.
Just as someone who appreciates organization and efficiency, like for those reasons alone, just like disregard the nursing part. I hope that there's some kind of reform.
I have something to tie in to Hannah Myers and just kind of applaud her on her level of being involved in the Ohio Nursing Association and everything. I think that is wonderful. In school, I think they should really encourage the students to be involved in the student nursing associations. I was as a student, it was wonderful from our local little Hiram chapter to I attended state ones to national ones. I went to two different national ones. And it really just really opens your mind what you can be involved in and the change you can make, which is pretty much what we're talking about right now, how you can really be involved and not just be a bystander, but um, advocate for ourselves as nurses. We're always taught to advocate for our patients, advocate for our patients. We need all
Hmm.
of that. for ourselves. And I think there is going to be a paradigm shift here. Nurses, there's a lot of us, and we're strong-willed, and we'll make some changes. So,
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Hannah.
I
yeah.
also my Nurses Student Association, and in general, our whole nursing cohort went down to Columbus, and we met with the Ohio Nurses Student or Nurses Association, and we had like a whole day of events, and we were like the only students there. I mean, I'm sure they have different student groups go down quite often, but I really appreciated that Hiram did that. And then it does show you don't know that you can make a difference unless you see that you can make a difference. Otherwise you think I'm just one person, but if everyone thought I'm just one person, then no one would make change. So I also applaud you, Hannah, for being involved in that, and you motivate me to want to get involved as well.
That is so touching. Thank you. I, if I may discuss this here, I found that professional development is kind of on the back burner for a lot of nurses compared to like, I don't know. I'm just speculating. Perhaps other professions integrate it more into their practices, but a mentor of mine told me that professional development helps with burnout, and I found that to be very true for me. So that's what has kept me motivated to be involved in these things that are unpaid but meaningful for myself and for the field.
Yeah, and burnout in nursing is real, so that
Mm.
I definitely can see how that. And yeah, because you bring back the meaning of your work. It's not about the little things that come up anymore. It's you see the purpose of your work again and again when you see it fought for in legislation and advocated for.
I thought
Um,
if I could somehow find a way to get like nursing professional organizations just like crazy popular, that would be my consulting business. If I could just figure out how to do that, that could be my life's work.
well, you've influenced us, so I think you're on the
Yes.
oh,